Hey, what is up, SwefGames here, and today I'm bringing you a video on Bf1 Rush. Is it good? So, now not much more for me to say. You'll be getting a lot of Bf1 beta videos, hopefully every day or every other day, so now let's just get right into the video. So we're going to be going over all the good, okay, and bad things about Rush. So now I just feel like starting out, what are the big problems with the Rush? So pretty much the first thing I'm going to go over right now are the tanks. I have no problem with the tanks being really powerful. Actually, I like that. But for 12 on 12, having, I can't remember if it's 2 or 3 tanks for the attacking team is just way too many. You should have like 3 tanks per team in a game like Conquest that has 32v32, not Rush in a game that's 12v12. It just doesn't work. There's just too much armor. And there's not also enough infantry to really counter that armor. I mean, I believe the defensive team only spawns with 1 tank. 1v3 or 1v2 with tanks at least, it's looking pretty bad for the defending team. The other thing I'm going to bring up is the map design. At least for this map, I don't think it's a really good Rush map. And I think this game might have a similar problem to Battlefield 4, where a lot of the maps take Conquest as their main focus, which I don't have a huge problem with. I'd like them to focus a bit more on Rush, maybe make 2 or 3 maps that are really good for Rush, because this map does play out really good on Conquest. But the problem is, like, the objectives, just like half of them are like super easy and the other half are like super challenging, and it's not really in any order. It's not like 1 and 2 are super easy, 3 and 4 start getting hard, and like 5 is really challenging to push up. No, it's like, okay, 1's gonna be easy, then you get 2, which is a challenging one to take, and I think 3 is also pretty. The third set of MCOMs or telegraph stations is pretty easy. 4 I know is extremely hard to take, and 5's also pretty easy. So I think they need to be going a bit more from easy to hard instead of just being all over the place. And also, this map just reminds me a lot of the big desert map. Can't remember the name of it, will be put on screen, but yeah, Silk Road, that's what it is. Because it's so open, it's just sniper paradise, which I will be mentioning in a later video on my thoughts with the snipers, at least in the game, and other weapons. So one thing I'm going to bring up that I like for at least Rush is the new HUD layout, even though it's really small, which I do think Rush is not a very good mode, at least on this map. I mean, I think some maps will be a lot better for Rush, but this one, it's a lot like Silk Road, as I mentioned before. It's just not a good Rush map. This is going to be a Conquest map and maybe some team deathmatch in like the building areas. So yeah, I like how the HUD system looks. It looks a lot easier to understand. I also like how it highlights the objectives when you're capturing them if your attacker's blue to show you to defend, and red once someone armed them if you're on defense. So really, for my final thoughts, I'm not really happy with the Rush version that we got in this beta, but it's a beta. Things are going to change between this and the final product. I mean, yeah, we got about 2 months left. They're not going to be making anything huge, but stuff like balance and getting rid of tanks, they should be easily able to pull off in 2 months of time for game development. That shouldn't be a really big problem, and hopefully we'll have some other maps that will play Rush a little bit better, because there's always going to be good maps and bad maps, and I'm just hoping, at least for Rush, this is going to be one of the bad maps. And there's still a few things. It's not horrible, but I just think there needs to be some other changes. Like, I think another thing is that the snipers are very annoying in Rush, because they're just so powerful, and there's not really many counters to them, which I will be, as said before, making a video, or that'll be a bigger part of a video, probably more towards the end of the beta. So that's really all I have to say on Rush. But as I said before, Conquest is a lot of fun, and you'll keep seeing some more Bf1 beta videos, and heck, you'll probably see a little bit more Rush. I'm still going to play that. It's probably just going to be more Conquest. You're just not, that's really what you're going to see footage of, is Conquest. So hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it helpful. And if you have anything else to say, put it down in the comments. If you agree with me, you can put that down in the comments. And also, if you don't agree with me, put it down in the comments. Just whatever you think, put it down in the comments. See you later. SwefGames, out.